Just Ducks by Nicola Davies, illustrated by Salvatore Robino. Quack, 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 quack. It's the first sound I hear every morning. The quacks start long and high and get quicker and lower at the end. Quack, 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 quack. I open my bedroom curtains. Who could be making all that noise? Ducks, just ducks, down on the river that flows through the town. At first, there are only 2 or 3 of them, but by the time I'm dressed, lots more have arrived and are preening and splashing and quacking in the sunlight. It doesn't take long for me to eat my breakfast, but the ducks take forever to eat theirs. They're still eating when I cross the bridge to go to school. I look down and see them swimming around, dabbling at the surface, and upending to reach food that's underwater. Brr, it looks so cold. We visit the ducks on the way home from school in the afternoon. When the weather's very cold, they're still hungry. I go down to the water, and even though they're wild birds, they come close just to see if I've got any food for them. They're all mallard ducks, so the girl ones, the ducks, are streaky browns and tans. The boys, called drakes, have glossy green heads, neat white collars, and a cute little curl on their tails. They both have a secret patch of blue on each wing, which I see when they stretch or fly. I like it when a drake shows off his handsome feathers to the ducks, trying to get one to be his girlfriend. Sometimes the drakes get very excited and chase a duck in a game or a fight, splashing in the water and making a big fuss. In spring, there won't be as many ducks on the way home because they'll be busy nesting. For almost a month, the mother ducks will sit on their eggs, hidden away, sometimes in some pretty funny places. Last year, one made her nest in our greenhouse. When the ducklings hatched, they had to climb the wall at the back of the yard, then jump down to follow their mom to the river. But now it's getting dark. The lights on the bridge begin to glow, and all over town people are getting home for dinner. It's time for ducks to find a safe place for the night. Some sleep under the bridge. Some fly off to roost in the reeds. Some float on the water with their heads tucked under their wings. And some don't go to bed at all. I know, because one night at choir practice, we heard them quacking softly outside the window as they ate worms off the lawn in the dark. Quack, 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 quack. When I close my curtains on the frosty stars, the ducks have disappeared. The bridge is quiet, and there's just the sound of rushing water and the stillness of the night. But in the morning, they'll be there. Ducks, just ducks, down on the river that flows through the town. Quack, 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 quack. Dozens of ducks. The ducks in this book are mallard ducks, which are found all over Europe, America, and Asia, as well as in Australia and New Zealand. But there are only one of more than 120 different kinds of ducks that live in every kind of watery place, from river rapids to marshy ponds and from lakes to the open ocean. Although these many kinds of duck have different colors and live in different ways, they share a similar shape of body and beak that we all know as just duck.
If you
a duck and acts like a duck, then it must be a duck. Hi, I'm Melissa. This is one of my ducks out here at my pond, which I have a bunch of ducks. I'm going to share with you today how I take care of my ducks. This is a mallard hen, and she's very pretty and very scared. My ducks are not really pets. My purpose of keeping my ducks is just so that they're on the pond. They don't like to be held. I don't hold them very much. But mostly what I do is just take care of them. I feed them every day and I try to keep them safe. What I feed them is grain mixed with cracked corn mixed with egg laying. And I feed them every morning, and I keep it dry in a container like this. Here's one of my hens who is missing her protecting boyfriend. He's out on the pond. There he is. So one of the most important things that I have to worry about here at my pond, because I have a lot of woods all around, is predators. I have a lot of predators. So whenever I started this, I built my duck pen. And it started off as a basic structure, and then as I was discovering that the ducks were getting in and killing my ducks, I had to come up with other ways to take care of them. If you notice, I first started off with chicken wire, and then later I learned that they just chew right through chicken wire. I needed some more super duty heavy wire that I enclosed the entire cage with. And I also had to come up with metal facing that we just found around the house. It's left over from our shop. And I put it all around the edge. Some of it is quite an eyesore, but it's very effective. Not only is it there, but I have to bring it around on the bottom because they were just digging, trying to get some luscious little ducks. And we can't have that. I also have a big problem with hawks and birds. I've had several ducks get gone because of the hawks, and I haven't really found an effective way to take care of that problem yet. Just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had a bald eagle come try to have a delicious duck supper, and he wasn't very intimidated by just me. I had to get a group of people to come down here, and he finally got the idea that maybe he should go hunt someplace else. So he left. And I also have had a problem with snapping turtles. And I have caught them, but they are not a problem anymore. But my ducks were so scared that they wouldn't go out on the pond anymore. Now that we've got the ducks out on the pond, they are having a good time. I don't think I have much of a snapping turtle problem now. My biggest threat now, because I've reinforced my pen and I've got the snapping turtles under control, so now I'm more worried about the hawks. And I just try to keep an eye out here, and all I have to do really is come out here and they'll fly away. Okay, so here we are inside the duck pen, and every morning I come out and pick up eggs, which has a lie, not every morning, but I try to keep them up. And I do eat the eggs. They are very nutritional for you. In fact, here are some of my duck eggs that I've gotten. I have a lot of eggs. I get about 5 to 8 eggs a morning. And I wanted to show you the difference between a duck egg and a chicken egg. This is a duck egg, this is the chicken egg, and the duck egg is much bigger and stronger than the chicken egg. And in fact, what I'm going to do is crack one open so you can see the difference. Let's start with the chicken egg because you'll be more familiar with this. So all I have to do is I can just barely tap it on the edge and it cracks right open. And everybody's familiar with that. So on a duck egg, however, you have to hit that one. You have to hit it a lot harder because their shell is a lot thicker. And then if you can notice, it's a lot harder. And then it comes out. It's a little darker in color. Now, a lot of that probably has to do with all of the egg nutrition, the egg laying nutrients that I give my ducks. Now, the duck egg, of course, is bigger, has a lot more egg white, so it's really good for baking. It will make your your muffins or cakes to be a lot fluffier and tastier. The nutrition is a lot better than chicken eggs because there's a lot more nutrients, but with all of that comes what a lot of people don't like about duck eggs, which it has a lot more fat and it has a lot more cholesterol. But if you notice just the size of the eggs, of course you're going to expect more. So you can also the duck eggs have twice as much calories. They also have twice as much cholesterol. And they also have what most chicken eggs don't have is iron, and it also has twice as much calcium than regular eggs. And I cannot tell a difference in taste between the two eggs. Only in scrambled eggs when it's by themselves with nothing in it. But all you have to do is add a little bit of cheese and it tastes just like a chicken egg. So here at the pond, I've got two different types of ducks. I have mallards, and then I have the runner ducks. And this is a female runner. And the reason she's a female is because she's a lot smaller than my male, and her bill is a lot lightly colored. If you want to take a look at her little feet, got webbed feet for her to be able to swim very nicely in the pond. And if you'll see her wing is nothing but just a little pretty wing. Runner ducks do not fly, they run. And boy, they're good at running. And do you love me? Yes. I hope she does. So she's a very beautiful duck. Okay. And in my opinion, I think these ducks are a lot smarter than my mallards because they just seem to, I don't know if they like people more or me more, but they're very smart. They were a lot easier to train than my mallards. And when I say train, I'm just talking about like being able to put them up at night. Because the mallards don't want to come as easy. But these runners, if they see me coming, they know to run to the pen because they're going to be locked up and safe for the night. All right. Okay, so here, this is my male runner duck. He's the alpha male. And he gets in fights with my mallards quite often over the hens. And he's a nut because all he likes to do is eat, swim, and protect all the girls. And he won't even eat a lot of times. He'll let them eat, and then he'll eat a little bit later. But him always watching out after the girls. Good job. So here's one of my runners. I just wanted to show you to him to let you know that not all the runner ducks are just white and brownish looking color. Sometimes they're black. And he is beautiful. Actually, it's a girl. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you are. You're so beautiful. So, all my little ducks, I call them my little quacks. And I call them little quack quacks. And if anybody was ever out here to watch me and hear me, they would hear me just a quack in a storm talking to my ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. And my favorite part about all my ducks is whenever they're glad to see me. And they quack back. So, quack, quack. So let's see. Are you recording yet? Right, open the door. Just open the door and walk away from the door.